Many women want their husbands to be telling them, I love you in the morning, I love you in the afternoon, I love you in the night. It's not bad to want such a thing, all right? But you see, men are not usually that vocal. Like women, we are given the power to talk all the time. I mean, like personally, I can talk from morning till night, no shaking. But when it comes to men, men don't believe in talking too much. In fact, some of them just show you that they love you through their actions. But you see, women, we will always complain that they are not saying I love you enough, or how long ago have you told me you love me? Hey, how can't you say I love you and all that? Even when you go to marriage seminars, you will hear them ask men, how many times have you told your wife I love you and everything? And if the man maybe has not said it for the past 2 months, some people will interpret it like he doesn't love her. Yes, we love hearing those things, but men, many men don't prioritize saying it. They will rather act than say. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the I love yous that men tell their women without using that word I love you. Now, yeah, those those things they tell us might be silent, but if you pay attention, you will also understand that they are saying I love you, but not vocally. Welcome back to my channel, Glodikani Marriage School, the place where I try to help the unmarried to choose right and to keep the married from running until they must. And in today's video, I want to be telling you some of the things your husband has been doing that, translates into him saying, I love you to you. Yeah, it's not a verbal, but it's, action. Like the actions he's taking that is also showing you that he loves you. And the first one is listening to you. When I say listening to you, I'm not talking about you are ranting and the man is nodding his head. No, I'm talking about actively listening and understanding what you're saying and then storing it in his long-term memory. Now, how do you know that the man actually listened to you? If you say you don't like this thing, your man has stored it in his long-term memory, and anytime he sees that thing, he will say, no, my wife doesn't like this. If you say this is what I like, your husband will store it in his memory, and anytime he comes around you or anytime he's planning to do something for you, he will always bring out that one he knows you like, not the one you say and he will forget it. No, your man who pays attention, remembering all those details about you, really loves you. Another way a man tells his wife or his partner I love you is by showing genuine interest in those things that interest you. What do I mean? All those things that you prioritize in your life, all those things that are important to you becomes important to him. For instance, he shows interest in all those things that you like. You love doing one particular thing. Even if your husband doesn't like that thing you love doing, he will always want to join you in doing it just to be sure that you are happy. Like, you understand? He has seen that these things are the kind of things that make you happy. He will participate in them. Even though he is not moved by all those things, he will actively participate in them. When a man is doing all those things for you, what other way do you want him to show love to you? A man who respects you loves you. He doesn't really need to tell you I love you 3 times in a day or 4 times in a day. Once a man respects your opinion, allows you to make input in his own project, in his life, in his pursuits, goals and everything, know that that man loves you. Because there are so many men out there who don't respect their wives or even their partners. To them, you don't have anything to offer. To them, you're just a woman, your opinion don't count. What experience do you have and everything? But if your husband is always bringing you in on his project or trying to hear from you, allowing you to make your own contributions, and maybe when you even contribute, he will put it in play and everything, my dear, this man loves you. Even though he's not saying I love you in the morning, I love you in the afternoon, I love you in the night, just be confident that the man loves you. One particular way many men tell you I love you without saying it is making sacrifices for you. If your husband or your partner is making sacrifices and you're noticing it, that this man is doing a lot of things for me, even at the expense of his own, comfort, please and please know that this man loves you. He doesn't need to say it all the time. Remember, when we talk about sacrifice, we are talking about something that somebody does even when it is not convenient for him. You understand? That is selflessness. When it is not convenient for him, he is doing it for your own convenience. What other word or what other verbal I love you do you want to hear when the man is doing all these things? Another subtle way men tell their partners that they love them without saying I love you is by showing genuine interest in their safety. He will be protective of you. He will show genuine concern to your well-being. Now, when I'm saying being protective, I'm not talking about all those ones that will not allow you to go to the market because they don't want men to talk to you. Or all those ones that when they see you, somebody calls you and is a man, they are shouting. No, no, no. That one is possessiveness. That's not being protective. A man who is looking out for your own well-being, both your safety, whether you are safe, doesn't want you to fall into danger, issues or anything, the man will even stop it. That man loves you. Now let's talk about maybe when you are not feeling fine or all those things. The man will go out of his way just to make sure you are okay. Bear it in mind, this man really, really loves you. If he doesn't care for you, he will not displease himself to make sure you are always safe. Ladies, if your husband doesn't tell you I love you, but he's always at your beck and call when you are facing issues or when you are facing your tough times or when challenges surround you, know it today that this man really loves you. You see, some people are just like, when things are good, everybody is friendly, everybody is in love, everybody is happy for you and all that. But when they go and get stuff, it's only the people who truly love you that will stick with you to the end. If your husband or your partner is always the first to react, always there present when things are tough for you, my dear, he loves you. He doesn't need to say I love you all the time for you to know that he loves you. Do you know that there are so many men who cannot even accompany their wives to the hospital? So many men who show less concern, like this laissez-faire attitude, even when their own wives are sick. Like they don't care to them. Maybe even when some men will throw the money, and go their way. Some men will not even give you money. Some men will not even believe that you are sick or you are weak or anything. But there are men who will be there. When you say you are sick, the next thing is, I'm taking you to the hospital. Not just taking you to the hospital, they will be there with you. They may even leave every other thing they have to do just because you are facing such a crisis. They want to be present. What more do you want? He doesn't need to sing I love you for you to know that he loves you. So please, instead of you to waste your time in your marriage thinking my husband doesn't, my husband is not vocal, he cannot tell me all those sweet nonsenses that women used to or women love to hear, pay attention to monitor his actions. Men who don't talk a lot act a lot. Like, he doesn't need to say it, but he's acting it. We always say action speaks louder than voice and all that. So pay attention in your marriage. Pay attention to your man to notice all these subtle things he's doing for you. It doesn't need to be so loud, like, yeah, I love you, darling, sweetheart, and all that. But when he's doing all these things like I've outlined in this video, you really need to appreciate him. If he cannot say I love you 20 times in a day, you're already a woman, you are gifted with the power of talking. You can sing I love you 30 times to him. It doesn't matter. So please, always notice these actions that your man is, doing for you. It means that he loves you, even though he's not saying it. I'll be seeing you in my next video. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. We have a lot of things to talk about. Have a good day.